Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, and welcome to the meditation today, to this time together and time with ourselves. Beautiful moment where we create some space for different lives in us. So, taking a moment to settle in, make sure you've got everything you need: blankets, jumpers, coats to keep you cozy. Taking that moment to arrive. Last sips of drink. And then as you start to feel settled, if it feels right for you today, allowing your eyes to settle and close, or simply casting your gaze and softly focusing on an object. Taking a moment to register what it's like being inside your body today. Noticing how you're landing into this day. Every day different. We'll start by easing any tension and softening into the body. Checking to see if there are any areas of tension. Might be calling for a little kindness, some ease and softening. Checking to see if you have a furrowed brow, and you're holding extra tightness or tension in your jaw, or carrying any weight on your shoulders. Imagining any weight lifting off your shoulders, easing away. Maybe taking a couple of deeper breaths to greet yourself and soften, create space. Imagining lifting any weight you might be carrying on your shoulders, or perceived weight or burden. Imagine it, just letting it slide off, having that sense of lightening. Checking in with your abdomen and belly. See if you're holding any knotty tension there today, tightness. Maybe inviting a couple of soft breaths to reach to your belly. Allowing the diaphragm some gentle movement. Whenever we engage the vagus nerve at the diaphragm, it's a bit like saying, "Hello, I've just arrived. I'm here now." And checking in, see how grounded you feel. Taking a moment to connect to earth through your sit bones, your feet if they're on the ground, or any part of you that's touching the surface that you're resting on. Getting a sense of those connections going down into earth. Imagine roots coming from you, growing through the soil of the earth, reaching to the rocks below. Getting a sense of that stability and steadiness and strength. Anchored in, held, received. As we move towards the end of the year, sometimes a sense of overwhelm can creep in, carry the weight of what we're trying to be, what we're trying to do. So today I thought we might spend a little moment just setting and resetting this moment at the end of the year. So we come to the end of the year softly and knowingly so. Maybe firstly imagining whatever it is that you've been working with and trying to get done and maybe struggling with, or maybe something you've been trying to achieve and you don't feel quite where you want to be. Bring an image of that up in front of you. Picture that image dissolving, just turning to wispy air. And floating away. And knowing it's okay to be exactly where we are. Allowing the pressure that you might have been putting on yourself to fall away without judgment. Taking a moment to hold presence for our own process. Not perfection. Sense of presence for our process. And allow those performance scales and charts and achievements just to fall away. And as you acknowledge your process, bring some kindness and compassion to yourself. And acknowledging your heart, that thing in you that loves to try and cares. And acknowledging the movement you have made during the course of a year. And the little bits of peace you have created for yourself. There's a sense of granting yourself time and space without guilt, rest without judgment, and knowing that your inner world deserves the room to breathe. Your inner world deserves the room to breathe. Maybe taking one deep breath. Know that just one breath creates space. And as a sense of stillness starts to settle, you might like to call over to yourself, inform yourself, let your inner world know that you know it deserves the room to breathe. My inner world deserves the room to breathe. And an invitation now to place one hand on your solar plexus, which is just below your rib cage at the level of the diaphragm, so just where you're breathing, And gently, gently allow your breathing to reach into your hand. And your hand to hold and steady yourself. A sense of bringing presence to yourself. Believing deeply, I am enough. Breathing the energy of I am enough. And imagining this energy of I am enough, creating space and ease with each breath. Taking this moment to quietly to connect to this solar plexus chakra energy. It represents your own personal power and will. And simply by echoing the belief I am enough as an energy into yourself, you can rebalance and steady and calm and be. Feeling this sense of simply holding yourself. Imagining those words reaching right into your inner chambers, echoing inside, I am enough. And if and as and when any noise comes into your mind, busyness and doing, just softly invite it to the phrase, I am enough. I don't need all the busyness. I don't have to prove myself. I am enough. I can create the space for my inner world to breathe in this moment, in this self-elected moment. in this gentle time, in this meditation. You might even think of it as you just making friends with yourself. The deepest thing you can do, the powerful and simple act of making friends with yourself. By saying, I am enough, and all is well. Welcoming your being and your becoming. I am enough. Taking a moment to extend your breath into your hand on your solar plexus. Imagine your diaphragm expanding and contracting. Sending the signals of safety through your vagus nerve to all of your internal systems. I am enough. Remembering when and if the sense of overwhelm creeps in, you can always place your hand here. Breathe and say, I am enough. And this beautiful sense of coming to the end of the year softly, without too much expectation and requirement upon yourself, knowing you've done the work and you're here now, and you are enough. So just taking a moment now at the end of our meditation to acknowledge yourself for being here and for giving that space for your inner world to breathe and breathing with it. A sense of you coming back into you in this moment now. Maybe introducing some movement, wriggling fingers and toes, having a stretch, maybe a deeper breath, a yawn, big sigh. Noticing the light coming through your eyelids. Knowing you're about to greet the day again. And gently, gently in your own time. Allowing your eyes to open. Taking in your surroundings. Taking a few seconds to orient yourself to your space. Sense of arriving. Thank you for practicing with me today.